Happy Demon Time Day. We go live on Instagram. When people come in, I'm gonna show y'all my video on TikTok. Let's see. Little mini mukbang. So I'm live on Instagram. Hey Joseph Sensley. Oh, I love you too. Thank you for tuning in. Anybody on Instagram, join me on Goddess Masterpiece channel on YouTube. We talking about demon time. Mini mukbang. What's up, Black Love 17? Y'all going trick or treating or not? Hey, Y2 Kenyon. You've been missing all the tea, Y2 Kenyon. Okay, Justin Maurice, you said it was really insightful. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So let's continue. With no interruptions. I'm staying on live all night. Oh, wait. I don't know about all night. At least for a few hours. Let me hear y'all saying. Yes, okay. I don't got nobody on Instagram coming in, so yeah, bye. Matter of fact, let's leave that up for a second. Let me put it on this side. So yeah, guys. So after my kids left, I was happy to see them. I watched this episode. You said I run more playback. Oh, okay. So you know the tea. You know the tea. So yeah, after my kids left, I watched the video with FBG Duck's mother. She was on DJ Vlad, and she was saying how, first of all, she was down to defend her son, of course. And remember I said I want to talk to the elders. I want to see who these elders are. Who are the parents of these kids? Well, no offense to her. She looks like a very nice lady. But I'm keeping it real with you. Women like that is a part of the problem. And I'm going to show y'all on YouTube what I'm talking about. I'm about to end this live on Instagram. Because y'all don't fuck with me on Instagram anyway, so I don't even know what the point is. And I deactivated my Facebook page. So if y'all not following me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, you're not going to see me. I'm done with Facebook for right now. Let me see what y'all saying. Lenny Green says, what up, guys? Outside handing out candy. Oh, you're handing out candy? Because I'm not. Chris Glover said, hey, Queen, how you doing today? I'm great. I'm doing better than I was yesterday. Alright, Instagram, meet me on Goddess Masterpiece on YouTube. I see y'all. Happy Demon Time Day. Okay, yeah. So anyway, I don't need a title. Okay, I'll fix that later. You said never liked Halloween, but Mystic at the Crossroads says it's the best day for being a witch. It's so good. Hey, Kalbuya. Oh, shoot, I didn't even do that. I'm eating KFC. Is that bad? It's better than Chinese food. No, and I just talked to my mother about that. She was like, oh, you gotta vote. You really have to vote. I was like, oh boy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I still don't know if I'm voting. But then, Trump is really, he really. Alright, let me stop showing you guys ears and let me show you what I was watching on DJ Lab. Just a little snippet of what FBG Duck's mom was saying and why I said the elders are part of the problem and why there's so much gang violence in Chicago now. It's violence everywhere. Tennessee, St. Louis, Missouri, Texas even, Maryland. We talking about Atlanta. It's crime everywhere, right? But at the end of the day, it's something different about the violence in Chicago. It's very dark. It's very dark. They don't have nothing to live for. And we trying to figure out why aren't the guns being pointed to the real enemies.
So, congrats on all that. Appreciate it. That's the song that broke him through the blackballing barrier. No matter, Doug has had more good music before him. And he, so to say, I called it, bullied his way with that song. It's what the fans wanted. It was what the fans wanted. He was an entertainer. That's what he did. He gave the fans what they wanted. He was more than his real music. And you will see, when I start dropping his music, the world is going to see how versatile he was.
Okay. This first of all, that interview was very hard to watch. All right, Black Love 17. I knew you was gonna be proud because I know you don't like Chinese food. Trust me, I don't like Chinese food either. You know what it is? It's convenience. Justin Maurice said, did you get a chance to check that new Busta album out? No, I didn't. I heard about it. I'm gonna check that out soon. I saw Ciara did like an ode to Busta and Janet. She dressed like Janet, and her husband dressed like Busta. And now how's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? I got my drinks tonight, y'all. He said, I hear they're trying to get the blacks out of Chicago. Gentrification hard. Child. I wouldn't put it past them. Look at what's going on. Like, there's a lot of projects still in Chicago, and a lot of black people live there. Uh-oh. Is it buffering? Anyway, let me move this down a little bit. So yeah, basically, I started watching some other videos about Chicago, the drill scene. And it's very disturbing, y'all. It's very disturbing. It's like these guys, some of them be related to each other and don't even, I don't know, they do realize it, but they don't care. Like, it be a cousin on the other side of town, but he's down with a different set, so you don't fuck with him. Because, y'all down with two different crews. Yeah. Your ops be your own family out there. Then FBG Duck's mother lost 3 of her kids to gun violence. Or violence in the streets. 2 sons and a daughter. Alright, let me show y'all this. Chicago. Alright, please let it go to the right video that I was just watching. Because, it showed Insights DC. No. It showed Chirac documentary. That's it. Wait, how do I get back? Yeah. Some of the older men in the video. Hold on, no. How to find this? Chirac the documentary. Here we go. The older men in the video. This is why the young men is like this. Hold on, I'm about to show y'all. They ran down on some older cats. Where is it? No, they not the older ones. I need y'all to see this. Alright, he's an older guy, like say in the 40s.
I knew a lot of the cheese, like really loved them and all that. Like I was just shorty watching these guys, you know what I'm saying? And they always showed me love and embraced me. You know what I'm saying? So I always listen to guys like those and a lot of real street legends that put in a lot of work. I didn't sit back and say, man, old nigga can't tell me nothing. I'm gonna soak up this game. You know what I'm saying? And that made me a better person. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, it was another set of guys, and I was like, oh hell no. Damn it. You know I messed it up. Anyway, the point is this. They don't have good role models to look up to. Oh, here we go.
Appreciate it, man.
Nigga, I subscribe, nigga, like when you said like 700.
Yeah. That shit was on quick, man.
All that shit, you know what I'm saying? That's the key. You wanna know what's going on in Chicago, they tap into the shit. Only we can tell our story. They ain't tell our story for us.
Real shit.
Alright, so basically what I'm trying to say is the older guys, all they're talking about is the gangs that they fucking a part of. Or that they was a part of. So this is what the young guys is listening to. Yeah, I was in the Vice Lords. I was in the like what? Like listen to where their mentality is. They're not talking about nothing else but gang shit in Chicago. That's all they everybody that you talk to in Chicago is repping some type of set, some block, some gangs, some shit. Let me see what y'all saying. You said Busta got a new album. I heard T.I. new album is hot. Oh, okay. I didn't listen to no new albums. Okay, Shot Killings. I'm sorry that you're feeling sick, and I hope you are feeling better. I hope you don't. No, I shouldn't do that. I hope you wear your mask and taking care of yourself. And don't be a part of no gang either. For what? What is the point? You know what somebody said in the comments? I'm watching one of the videos about how the drill music guys are getting killed. And somebody in the comments said, look, the ops, they're real ops, meaning the cops, could walk freely through the neighborhood and not get touched. But they worried about everybody else. Make it make sense. You say God is MP. Who wouldn't be dead if these are your examples of men who grown up? This is what I'm trying to say. And it gets worse. That was just a piece of it. Remember, Chicago got pimps. All type of shit. Them men, that's why I said let's examine not just the men either, because the women too. Y'all didn't hear the whole interview with FBG Duck's mother. And again, I'm not saying she's not a beautiful person, but let's call a spade a spade. She has 10 children living in the projects. She said from those 10 children, her mother is a grandmother of 50-something, 54 grandkids out of her 9. Her 9 kids gave her 54 grandkids. And those 54 grandkids gave 100-and-something great-grandkids. This is why so many motherfuckers in Chicago. Shit like that. How many stories is like that? Mothers with a bunch of kids. And those kids is having a bunch of kids. And correction, FBG Duck has 4 kids, not 6. Excuse me. You said, I'm shocked you got men my age in gangs in their late 40s and older really talking about not having fathers around. They fathers is the ones who made them be in gangs. If you around your pops, even if he's not living in a home, and all he ever talk about is, yo, yeah, because when I was your age, I was in the gangs with disciples. Yeah, we used to run down on niggas on the other side of town. We used to, like, what are you feeding your kids? That old head was standing out there with a bunch of young boys. You're not leading by example by showing, yo, I'm going to work. Oh, I'm making money this way. You're standing there shooting videos with them. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Akeem the Great, salute. Thank you for tuning in. He said, as Chicago would say on Folk in Them Graves. Oh yeah, they say that. They be like, I'm smoking on this one. Meaning they smoking on somebody that's dead. They disrespectful. They think it's cute. They think it's cute until it's somebody close to them. Then they want to retaliate. And end up dead and in jail. And it's a vicious cycle. And then they come on social media talking about the beef that they got. And then the people from the neighborhood are chiming in the chat. Yo, you saw so-and-so said X, Y, and Z. Instigating a situation. Getting them riled up. Oh, word? They said that? Oh, nah, I'm running down. Instead of them looking at it as somebody instigating, they like, oh, that's getting them riled up. They so easily riled up. It's so easy for the cops to kill these black kids. Because they have a rap task force. That's all they do is investigate what these drill rappers is doing, what they putting on their social media, what they saying in their lives. All of that is being recorded. But for some reason, these black men think that because they're putting a different name, their street name, they're not putting a government name, that the cops is not going to figure them out. They know you more by your street name than your government name. Little do you know. They know exactly who you are by your street name. If Big Brother wasn't watching before, he's definitely watching now. Everything's televised. Everything. He said back in the day, gang life was like a family, not bigging them up. They like a family, alright. They like a fucking toxic, broken family. He said Joseph Tinsley, because the dads are still kids themselves. You hit it on the motherfucking head. It starts from the top. The fish rots from the head. They want to blame these kids. They're kids. Even the 20-year-old men are kids. Who's steering them in the right direction? One of the guys said it. He was getting an interview. He was like, what role models are these kids looking up to? They don't got nobody to look up to around here. Everybody on some fuck shit. Everybody carrying guns, even the women. Everybody is on some, oh, I want to kill my neighbor. I want to kill you because you're from a different set. Everybody's on. And the funny shit is, FBG Ducks know what it is. FBG Ducks' mom knows what it is. The way they act about how they live, you know what I was thinking? Like, they need to get out this territorial shit. Just hear me out. I've had to move with my mother several places in Queens. I've had to move from Hollis to Jamaica to, South Jamaica, different towns, St. Albans, Cambria Heights. Imagine if life was that bad in Queens the way it is in Chicago, where you get so accustomed to where you live that if I move to the other side of town because my mother has to, or because I'm a child, my parents gotta move. Is that going to affect my life? Is that going to, you know what I'm saying? Now my life is starting because this is a whole different set? Yeah, what the fuck? Shit is crazy. Chris Glover says, real talk. Thank you. FBA Nigel says, Chicago had 1,000 murders in early 90s with a pop of 3 million. NYC had 2,000 in early 90s with a population of 12 million. Oh. Wow. Shot Killing says exactly, they easily riled up. Because they saw too much. And they don't got no checks and balances. If they mothers is having all these kids, they gonna let that oldest kid go. He's in the street. Oh well, I got other kids I gotta worry about. Wow, that's crazy. They act like 12-year-olds. Instigating. Wow, yeah. Hold on. Let me stop eating for a minute. Do y'all remember this? I don't know. Y'all don't remember this because this is for the ratchet people. Some years ago, it was a group on Facebook called Chicago versus New York. I know I talked about this before because this group made me feel awry then. It was weird. Where did this group come from? Why was it such a big craze? Again, this is in the mix of the drill scene. I feel like that's where it came from because remember, Chicago started the drill scene and then New York started doing it as well. So I think this is where the group came from now in hindsight that I'm looking back. So it was basically like a roast group. It was a roast group like, yo, you know, why New York and Chicago is different or, you know, what makes them better. So it was just like people going live randomly like, oh, fuck y'all New York niggas. Y'all niggas is whack. Y'all dirty. Y'all this, y'all that. Or somebody from New York like, fuck y'all Chicago niggas. Y'all niggas is this and the third. Y'all killing yourselves. Y'all stupid. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? So it was like a back and forth of randomness. Nobody knew each other in real life. It's just a group that you can upload whatever you want. So people was uploading hateful things towards whatever side you was on. But in hindsight, it started getting dark because the guys from Chicago would get so upset about the jokes that they was like, yo, we driving to New York right now. Even though it was a joke, why is that your persona? What even like FBG's Duck's mother tried to say, oh, that wasn't the real him. It was like a persona for his rap career. But don't you know he really was living his life like that? Even though you're putting on this fake persona, you still end up becoming that person because you feel like you have to. You got something to prove to these little niggas in the hood. So yeah, I live that life. Everything I rap about, that shit that really happened. But then you're dead, and what? What does anybody benefit from your death? Y'all not leaving nobody nothing behind, but a bunch of fucking drill music that's implicating your fucking case. Alright, let me see what y'all saying. Yes, Papa D, you made the live. Joseph Sensley said Chicago gangs need to worry about the Proud Boys are coming to Chicago after election. They need to wake the fuck up. Listen, they got the ammo, but do they got the fucking heart to start busting at the real opposition? Shot Killing says LOL, like a toxic broken family, 100. It is toxic and broken. Jalon Miller says, smoking on that Tuka. Yeah, they actually made that for George Floyd packed with Floyd face. Wow. Disrespectful. That's that dude says, this is the end. The end of days. Joseph Sensley says, then they wonder why the police is always beating them upside the head. But the police don't beat them upside the head. That's the problem. When FBG Duck mother said he's not a felon, he never had a felony, he only did 2 or 3 nights in jail, I'm like, yeah, but that's because Chicago is a whole setup. He probably was supposed to do fucking time in jail, but they let his ass go just to get killed. So jail actually, I hate to say it, probably saved a lot of people's lives. Papa D said, ain't no real smart G's no more. Nope. He said, remember when I said there ain't no more gangs in Black American society? I said it because they don't know their flags mean to them, what they're begging for, so much so they're killing their own members more than their rivals. At that point, that gang should be dismantled. It is not a gang no more if they are killing their own members. Now, mind you, isn't the Bloods and Crips supposed to be on opposite sides? In my little research I was doing, because this drill music is not just in Chicago, guys. Again, it's in New York, it's in St. Louis, it's in Sacramento, it's in Detroit. a lot of places. And in the New York scene, they got the woos and the chos. Pop Smoke was a woo. And the crazy thing about the woos in Brooklyn is they're half Crip, half Blood. So it's not just a Crip set. It's a mixture of Bloods and Crips. So if you woo out there, you kind of good. Like, because you vibe with both sides. But that doesn't even fucking make no sense. I'm so lost. I know I'm out the loop. Peace, Renee A. I know I'm old. I don't even understand what's going on no more. I don't. I thought they had beef. Sorry. This is why I don't do mukbangs, because I eat messy, but I'm sorry, y'all. So yeah, this is why we need this spirituality in the black communities. We need to go around, hold hands with these young men, and we need to light some candles with some Florida water, because they need a healing. They need a healing. Hey, Callie. I don't want to throw all of them away. I don't feel like all of those young men are throwaways. Like, oh, let's just ignore the problem and it'll go away. No, they need something to fucking do. We need all these guys that do drill music, if they still alive. Hello, are y'all still alive out there? Because every minute somebody's fucking dying. We need these guys on the front lines. All them guns y'all got in the videos, round them shits up. All them niggas or your entourage in the background. We need you. We need you on the front line. And we gonna need you to stop shooting at black faces. We gonna need y'all to nip that shit in the bud right now. I don't give a fuck who you think kill who, because everybody's instigating. Everybody got something to say. Oh yeah, so-and-so. And they be quick to believe it. Stop believing everything y'all hear, people in Chicago. Stop believing what people on social media is saying. They are riling shit up on purpose. These people are not your friends. The hood don't love nobody. And this is hoods throughout the United States. This is not one place. The hood don't love none of us. Okay? Y'all want to hug the block, and the block ain't hugging you back. The block is shitting on you. The block is helping you get money and helping you lose money. The block is robbing you. The block is hurting you. The block is shooting at you. Like, what are you doing? But them bromances is important, though. Them bromances is more important. I don't even know how these niggas even have kids. How do you even have the time to have kids? Because all y'all do is run the streets. Where do women even come in the equation at? Shad Killing says, I meant to say that's why I don't believe national borders should exist. You meant to say that? Black Girl 17 says, we will not understand that life because we are not about that life. Thank God, but they do need a major healing. I'm trying to understand it. And it's like, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Because my mind started really wondering. I'm like, are they going that hard to get on the map? Because, you know, other cities make noise. They get clout for certain things. Chicago never used to have that type of clout for those things. Yeah, they always had gangs, but beyond that, they didn't have good rappers in Chicago. Let's keep it a whole buck. When rap was emerging in the beginning, they was still listening to house music. Maybe that's why they fucked up, because their parents is busy listening to house music and fucking using drugs and shit. I'll house you. Yo, it was a big gay scene in Chicago too, y'all. House music. That's a part of the gay scene too. But anyway, I'm veering off. I just want to see what the old heads look like right now. Round them up. All these kids is doing the drill music. Where's your mommy? Go get your mom. Go get your mom and your dad. Oh, your mommy and dad didn't raise you? Who raised you? Let's see these motherfuckers. Something ain't right. You said I had said something previously that I thought you'd read earlier. You missed it. Oh. I read everything that you put out there, but okay. Anyway, though, where's the parents? Seriously. Because nobody's out there. You see, when they do these documentaries, you don't see no other life in the streets. Where are the people? Y'all took over the fucking city? You don't see no random, like, family go into their house. And like, where is the life? You said not even in that Florida water. Listen, that Florida water could work if you know what you're doing with it. They need some holy water on all of themselves. And then a lot of them are getting dreads in Chicago. The drill scene, period. So they look like real black men. But y'all acting like fucking demons. Y'all acting like fucking demons. Cali. Oh, Black Love 17. Yes, I got my appetite back. I'm still only eating one meal a day, but I stepped it up to food. The soup, I was like, I need something better than that. Let's see. What do I want to play with y'all? I said play with y'all. What do I want to play for y'all? Because you don't know what the drill music is. Let me take it back to the rappers who died in 2020. Let's go to part 7. This is sad.
Whenever you're dressing up to stay in or witnessing a miracle, go dig.
But this is not really drill. I don't know what it is. Hold on.
Before I start this video up, I just want to make this abundantly clear. The main ones that died in 2020, if they're not in this one, they're in the other part. Anyways, this is part 7 to Dead Rapper series video that I've been doing all year. I did it last year. I tried to do the year before. If I missed anybody, do let me know in the comments. Just let me know what city, how, and a date, or DM me on Instagram at the Really American.
Alright, sir, hurry up.
I'll get him the next. This investigating hoes, this nigga don't snitch. My plus on this thing, I make sure that he gon' make me
April 7th, Washington, D.C. He was killed. August 19th. How old was he? Memphis? They don't got the age.
Really fast and me, they wanna shake hands with me. All you drums on me like I got bands with me. Get put in the old the brush on your body, hustler.
Nah, this shit is going to overseas, y'all. He's a Swedish rapper and was shot and killed. What the fuck? Sorry, y'all. Alright, next. Alright, another one. Gun violence. Philly rapper, 31 years old, June 25th. Yo, it's hundreds of these guys. It's hundreds of them. Oh, wait. Listen, this wasn't really the drill, the real drill music. Y'all gotta hear some of this shit. Alright, let's do this one and see what y'all saying. You said, I frankly stopped listening to the radio after Dipset played out, so I've never heard of drill music. We gotta be weak as a race when music influences you that much to be this crazy. Drill means I will kill you. That's what it means. Hold on, fast forward. This is the one I showed y'all earlier. Alright, so North Carolina, he made it to 32. I showed that out earlier. Let's see, how old is he? This is in July. Alright, anyway. A lot of these guys were in their 20s, made a couple of songs, and somebody killed them. And it's sad. Like, the music is fucking demonic. Drill music, if you hear anybody's into drill music, that means what they are rapping about is what they are doing. So a lot of it is, well, what the rap task force thinks is that it's a cover up for being a gangster. And I'm gonna say that's what they think. I ain't gonna say what I think. I don't know what to think. Let me see. Jelon Miller says, I like storytelling rap. Facts. He said, I don't really listen to music anymore. Music is whack these days. It is. R&B all day. No thanks to that noise. Don't know what they're saying. Shaking my head. Exactly. But this is what these kids is listening to. First of all, a lot of these guys didn't even go to school. What the fuck are they talking about? What do they really have to talk about? Papa Soul Sergio. The parents are watching RHOA and reality TV. These are the same parents who became parents when they were teens and now they want their young lives back. Yeah. Or they somewhere stepping in the name of love. I don't know. Chicago is weird. Y'all ever been there? I've never been in Chicago. We said type drill music evolution. Look up drill music evolution. You will see more. Thank you. And thank you, Big C. Alright, I'm about to see. Because I'm intrigued to know. Drill music evolution. It's a scary. But since it's Halloween, let's look at something scary. Oh, I did see that one. From 2011 to 2016, yes. He did this one 3 years ago. They said it was when it was the at its rawest was when it first came out with Chief Keef. Okay, yeah, this is it. And Chief Keef is still alive. Oh.